How do we acquire our talents? Many of our talents may not be physical, but psychological. Talent identification programs are designed to identify young athletes who possess extraordinary potential for success in senior elite sport and to select and recruit them into talent promotion programs. The purpose of talent promotion is to increase athletes' potential by means of a variety of institutional measures designed to accelerate talent development. For example, additional competitions and training, high-profile coaching, welfare and counselling, according to Vaeyens et al. In 2009. An examination of former Soviet Union and Eastern German and current Eastern and Western European talent identification systems presented that practitioners are preoccupied with the identification and recruitment of gifted athletes at young ages to enable a long promotion period until the age expected to reach elite performance. Most talent models focus on implying motor performances and competitive success as the main selection criteria, according to Gullich and Emrich in 2006. Cote in 1999's model of sport participation sees ages of 6 to 12 years as sampling years, which sees high amounts of deliberate play, low amounts of deliberate practice and involvement in different sports. Elite performance can occur through sampling, specialisation and investment years. The level of attainment in any field is directly and monotonically related to the accumulated amount of deliberate practice, and so going back to video 1, what is talent? Talent is acquired through deliberate practice more rather than genetics. The nurturistic approach is grounded in evidence indicating that differences between experts and non-experts is due to learnt skills. For instance, Simon and Chase's study of expertise in 1973 examined the differences between chess players at Grandmaster, Master and Novice levels. The critical difference between those at higher levels of skill was being able to recognise and reconstruct structured patterns of chess play. This difference disappeared when pieces were presented in random fashion. Since this breakthrough, researchers in several domains of cognitive expertise have emphasised the relationship between expertise and learnt skills. More specifically, skills are learnt over time rather than innate biological qualities. Everything that shapes us as a person begins from the day that we are born. Nature and genetics place some value in a person's talent, like video 2 explored with Jesse Owens and home environments in video 4. All factors play in reciprocal causation, like Bandura argues in 1986. The ability which you are naturally born with are the building blocks of talent or defining features, and the process of talent development occurs when the athlete experiences a period of structured learning. This process can be formal through self-taught, but is far more likely to take place in a structured learning setting, i.e. schools. Gundry's differentiated model of giftedness and talent emphasised that learning, training and practice illustrates best the longitudinal dimension of talent development. Without general and specialised forms of learning, individuals will be excluded from a large number of opportunities, irrespective of their abilities. Abbott in 2002 said that there is a need to distinguish between determinants of performance and determinants of potential skill acquisition. Fundamentally, the identification of talent relies heavily on stimulating, challenging, and revealing environments. Moreover, many of the simplest suitable talent identification strategies lie good genetic teaching practice, but these may provide a broad brush of portraits of abilities and achievements without focus on specific areas, according to Bailey and Morley in 2006. Many people seem to hold an implicit theory that talented individuals are qualitatively different than the rest of the population, appearing to make extraordinary achievements without the hard work and effort required by others. Skirmy calls this the Amadeus myth, which is defined as the belief that geniuses and original creations are produced by mysterious mental miracles limited to a special few. Many strive to attain excellence in sport. However, although talent identification and development programs have gained popularity in recent decades, there remains a lack of consensus in relation to how talent should be defined or identified, and there is no uniformly accepted theoretical framework to guide this current practice. The success rates of talent identification programs have rarely been assessed, and the validity of the models applied remains highly debated, according to Vaeyens et al. In 2008. Vaeyens et al. Also went on to argue that there is a growing agreement that traditional cross-sectional talent identification models are likely to exclude many, especially the late maturing promising children, from development programs due to the dynamic and multidimensional nature that sport talent is presented. It is taken into account that talent identification in development programs should be dynamic and interconnected, taking into consideration maturity status and the potential to develop rather than to exclude at an early age. In recent decades, expertise has been explored from different fields, such as music, art, education, maths, and sports. The achievement of such outstanding performances, often to the limits of human capability, seeks the question about how excellence is achieved. Many have explored the development of expertise in sport and other fields through different lenses, focusing on environmental or genetic contributions. From an environmental perspective, in order to understand what could develop expert performance, indicates that the amount of deliberate practice is a key factor in distinguishing performers at different skill levels. And deliberate play is also an important early learning activity in expertise, and also both early specialisation and early diversification are suitable pathways for expertise. But the analysis of deliberate practice and deliberate play as two opposing and contrasting activities coexisting on a continuum only provides a small example of the panoply of different learning activities that take place in athletes' involvement. That being said, nature has still some involvement. If a person possesses a different genetic structure, it also possesses hereditary characteristics produced by that gene. Genes decide how someone will respond to training and other environmental factors affecting their performance. In short, there's no clear answer on how talent is possessed, just like what came first, the chicken or the egg. In consideration, a variety of factors influence ourselves and our traits and could just be down to luck of the draw.